Oh, you never know. Sometimes the grapes can really start flying and they start fighting with grapes themselves, and it's just a riot. So look out for that.
We've got a great turnout so far here today, and I know that you've been a volunteer for probably the 17 years. Just tell us how many people we can expect on average.
It's usually about 3,000 people. If it's a rainy day, we've had a really bad rainy day about 5 years ago. There may be about 1,000 or 1,500, but every year it's on average about 3,000 people.
Well, Ed, we really thank you for all the work that you put into making the Grape Stomp successful, as well as the Festival of Grape. And this is Margie Basso with Eastlink TV. We're here at the Grape Stomp, and I have one of our 3 local teams this year at the Festival of the Grape, and this is the Intervisions team. We're going to talk to Monica, who is a spokesperson of these wonderful ladies, and just find out how your first round of stomping went. Monica, what do you think?
The girls did awesome. They were just giving her in the vat and running with the jugs, and yeah, they did as good as they do every year.
And now I understand you were introduced by Ed Dukes as the team that's been in it for 17 years. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the longest stomping team never to have won.
And we're hoping to change that this year in 2013. What do you find maybe that you need to improve with your technique? Over 17 years, have you been able to fine-tune your technique?
Yeah, we got a size 9er over there. Put her in the vat, and she did great.
There you go, and I'm a size 10 myself, so maybe I need to be recruited for next year. Now, what are some of the challenges that you find when you go into the Grape Stomp?
Well, this is the first year where we actually went, it was against all women. Usually it's our team with lots of guys. And so it was nice. It was nice to see that they kind of squared it up. We'll see what happens on the next heat.
And they do. I think they're having 3 heats. Am I correct? And so now when is it 3 heats?
Well, I think there's another round going, and then the third round is the winner, the finals.
Mm-hmm. And how far have you made it in your years past?
Well, we've made it past the first heat.
3 times,
maybe twice.
Twice,
I think. Yeah. So this is our 3rd time.
Okay, well, Eastlink is rooting for you. We don't want any favoritism, but you are our local team, and you have shown a commitment for 17 years. So we wish you all the best, and we look forward to you actually winning something this year. We now have our next guests, which are a group, another stomping group, and they're actually coming from Osoyoos, and it's with an organization that's called Better at Home. So I'm going to introduce you to Stacy. And Stacy, give us a little bit of a background on the organization itself.
Better at Home started as CASI as a pilot project, Community Action for Seniors Independence, and then it rolled out into a full program. And we help seniors remain in their homes by providing non-medical services.
And tell us who you have with you today.
I have a couple of domestic goddesses that work for our company. We have on my left Tasha Little and Roanne Prince.
Wonderful. Thank you, ladies, for coming out and supporting the Festival of the Grape. Now, I understand this is your first year stomping.
Yeah, it was our first year, and we were supposed to change off with Tasha, but we left her up there.
Tasha, you were up there the entire time?
Yep.
That is a lot of work. Good for you. I was going to ask, any training involved?
Not on my part.
We got last-minute tips.
You got last-minute tips. Okay, so now that you've been in it for 1 year, what do you envision for you to improve for next year? I understand you're on the right track because you're in the finals. Am I correct?
We are, yeah. We stomped 17 and a half pounds.
Which is pretty incredible because I think the first group that went through in the first heat were about 15 pounds. I heard a 20 pound, but you're right up there. So what do you think you were doing well? And let's ask Natasha, she's the one that was stomping.
Well, I got a little tip. You stomp the grapes, and then I'd push all the grapes back and push the juice forward. So
a lot of people, I noticed their technique is to go up and down, kind of like a flash dance sort of rendition, but you were going side to side.
Yeah, I was pushing forward instead of...
Wonderful. So you're going to be in the finals. We look forward to that, and we thank you so much for participating in the Festival of the Grape. Tyler, I'm going to ask you just to explain what you had to do.
Well, we had to go in pairs, and we had to just stomp as hard as we could, get as much juice, and then the juice would pour into the milk container. And then, so we went in twos, so probably about every 30 seconds we would switch. A minute.
And actually, it's quite vigorous. 30 seconds seems to go by very long. And Trey, I understand you were the coach. So what was your job as the coach?
To cheer them on, really. I'm positive.
And you were providing that enthusiasm to get them through their 30 seconds before they switched, right?
Yeah!
Absolutely. Now, Jack, what was your job? You were stomping as well?
Yeah, I was stomping to. Yeah, I was doing the same thing as Edgar and Eugene and
Tyler?
Sorry.
Now, was this your first time being in the Grape Stomp?
Yes.
And so let's get some feedback from you. And so now, is this your first time in the Grape Stomp as well?
When I was in it, like all the juice was like just,
it was pretty sticky.
and the seeds were in your toes. It was okay, but you're really sticky after.
Yeah, and actually, I kind of think that boys like to be sticky and mucky and everything else. What do you think?
Yeah, we do, because we just have fun doing it. And yeah, it was pretty hard because our feet, because the grapes kept getting stuck and Trey kept putting the stick so we would get more juice.
But it actually worked. And so, final comments. I just want you to give some feedback on the children's area because there's some new things in the children's area this year, the petting zoo being one. So, Jack, can you talk a little bit about that?
It's fun. Well, like you can get tickets and win stuff from the prizes
I got 3
area.
tickets.
Wonderful. So, Trey, just talk about the petting zoo. Did you go into the petting zoo at all? That's brand new this year.
No, but I want to.
Now that you finished your coaching job, maybe you can head over there. And boys, you want to add anything else?
Yeah, the rock climbing to us is sort of like the hardest because your hands really start hurting.
And Tyler, what about you? What's your favorite part?
Ooh, well, everything's really awesome this year. The petting zoo, now you can go horseback riding. But yeah, the mount climbing, I just tried so hard, and it's so hard just to get to the top.
I'm with the Oliver Community Arts Council's Fall Art Show and Sale, part of the Festival of the Grape. And this is our second day of the show, and we're displaying here in the community center all the artwork that we had on. It's a 2-day show. Last night we gave out the awards for the winning art, and today they all have their rosettes on there, and we've had hundreds of people through the show. It's been fabulous. We had 8 categories and 1 best in show, and the 8 categories are oil, acrylic, watercolor, fiber arts, 3-dimensional, and we even had an emerging artist, so we had quite a few of the young ones, aspiring young artists as well in the show. It was great to see them. And the best in show was won by one of our local photographers. It was a beautiful, large dimensional piece on an old relic building, church. So, and first, second, and third in every category. We were well represented with 125 entries from 82 artists. So it was a record for us to have that many art entries this year. And we've also had 2 displays and 2 featured artists. So there was a lot to see in the show, and people just kept coming yesterday and today. It's been quite exciting for us, and I'm sure that for all the visitors as well. The local business people and individuals were really supportive, and they contributed a lot of brand new gift certificates and all sorts of items for our silent auction. So the bidding went on yesterday, and we cut that off, and all the goods then were given out yesterday. A brand new silent auction today. There's rounds of golf. There's overnight stays at bed and breakfast and the hotel in Osoyoos. The local businesses like the Super Value gift certificate, things like that. We've got artwork, pottery, all sorts of goodies. It's been tremendous, and there's some worthwhile things there to have a look at and bid on. I've got a few myself. Well, we're ready to do it all over again for next year. It's going to be fabulous.
Do you have any pieces in there?
I did, and I won first place in the acrylic painting. Yes, I was quite thrilled to get that. It was really quite an honor because there's a lot of professional artists. I'm not, and so to be competing with them and just to have my art on the wall next to them it's a real thrill. So, yeah. And we sold quite a few pieces too from the artists this year, and some of them were this is the first time they've ever sold something, so that's great.
We're like a Latin jazz, Afro-Cuban salsa band.
That's a lot of different things.
Yeah, it's like 3 or 4 different things all into one, but we're like more like a Afro-Cuban dance music jazz group. Well, we're good at doing like world music. We specialize in like music, jazz festivals, world music festivals. We get people up and dancing. We got this high energy kind of infectious kind of music sound that a lot of people like to sit down and listen, have a glass of wine, or get up and dance. So we got that kind of genre where we can like entertain and not be really in your face, but kind of coming in and out of your face with our music, you know, relax, get loud, make it chill, make it nice, make it loud, make it danceable. We got a lot of angles. I play the timbales, which is a kind of drums with cowbells on the top. We have a conga player, we both sing, and we have a bass player, he sings as well, trombone and keyboard, and a mallet cat, which is like electric vibes. So we got a pretty interesting sound. The band was to get started in 1991. My father started the group. His name's Boeing Geronimo, and I inherited it after that. Like 4 years later, it kind of turned into my group. So I went like, yeah, let's continue and have fun, and that's what we're doing. We do a lot of jazz festivals. We do a lot of music festivals. We tour. Sometimes we do international music festivals, and sometimes we do a nice opening act for like a group that comes in from New York, and we kind of open up. Well, all sorts of shows. Sometimes we're the opening act, and it's all different. Music festivals, jazz festivals, that's our thing. So this is kind of our bag. So being at a wine festival, I thought, hey, that'd be a lot of fun. Good, I've just been drinking, well, not a lot, but I've been drinking all afternoon, so it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good wines up in the Okanagan, so I'm enjoying it. I hope they have a good time, like with the wine and the music. I think that's what we're here for, is to kind of celebrate, kind of add a touch to like the whole wine and the whole tasting of it. And just to listen to some music that's not so in your face, but a little bit relaxing. www.rumbacalzada.com is our website. And if you like our music, check out our website. We have CDs available on CD Baby and on the website. So that's about it.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you.